Jacob Schmitt with huntfishlife.com. This video here, talk about some couple tournaments I fished. I was going to make two videos in 1 week, like 2 weeks ago. Wasn't able to do that because my computer had an issue with my computer. I had to send it in for warranty work and it's been gone for 2 weeks, so I haven't had a computer to do anything. So I'm going to share some footage from a tournament that we fished like three weeks ago or something, and I fished two tournaments since that date. So going to talk, share some footage about that, talk about the couple tournaments, show you how we caught the fish, maybe show you some aerial photos, navionics, how we caught the fish, how we done, and kind of talk about that. So anyways, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Follow along. We'll catch some fish, show you how I've caught some fish, show you how we done in the tournament.
They're in the middle. Yeah, we got our first keeper. Literally my camera beeped, beep, beep, beep. Battery's dead, and I casted at about the same time and caught the fish on that cast. We got a 202. And what's crazy, our last tournament we fished, our very first fish on there was a 202. That's insane. Number 3, I forgot to turn the camera on. That's a 2 plus. Number 5, oh my gosh. I didn't know if we was ever going to get it. I was just like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's like I couldn't get bit, and then all of a sudden, just next thing you know, he's in the boat. Fish looks bigger than that. It's 171 is what it's saying. Looks like a 2-pounder all day to me.
Well, let's start cooling.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 207.
Ooh, what do we got now?
We done okay in all of them except for one. I don't feel like we done very good in it. The one we just fished was our championship tournament at Trader Bill, and we were just, one good bite away from being in the money and one really big fish away from winning the tournament. The footage that you seen us catching the fish in was April the 20th Trader Bill's tournament. I didn't film any more because I had nowhere to store the footage and all my SD cards were full, so I didn't film any of the other tournaments. But 2 of the tournaments, the Trader Bill April the 20th tournament, we finished like 38th. We had like 10-19. The next tournament we fished was Arkansas Couples Tournament on Greer's Ferry, which was May the 5th or 6th. We had like 470. That was Greer's Ferry, and then the championship was on Lake Ouachita for Trader Bill. We fished it on the one that you seen the footage. We got like 38th place with 10-19, I think it was. And it took us a while to catch the 5th fish. Now what took place was we got in here and covered these areas, these coves and stuff back in here, and I noticed that most of the fish then were coming. I hung like a 2-pounder or something right in here, and it got me wrapped up on a bush. But these fish were back in these coves, back in here, really good at that time. And I actually caught our first fish, the one that I didn't, my camera went dead on. I caught it right in here.
Yeah, we got our first keeper. Literally my camera beeped, beep, beep, beep. Battery's dead, and I casted at about the same time and caught the fish on that cast. We got a 202. And what's crazy, our last tournament we fished, our very first fish on there was a 202. That's insane.
I went into this cove here and was coming out and caught the fish right in here, and then come around right over here, caught our third fish right here, our second fish here, I'm sorry. I actually missed one here, caught our first one here, second one here, caught our third and fourth fish right down this, and then our fifth fish, I'll show you really quick. There's a pretty good cove right here. Was back towards the back of this cove. There's a small little pocket like right in here. You can't hardly see it on Google Earth, but he was sitting right in that pocket and caught it there. And then actually I actually cooled twice in these little pockets right here where the wind was hitting this, and actually cooled some fish out here on the thing, and was getting low on time. So they were actually more out here on the main lake where the wind was hitting these pretty steep bluffs here. So anyways, we cooled a couple times, got up to 10-19, and then that was it. That tournament was won with 23 something. A lot of 14-pound sacks and stuff, 13, 14-pound sacks. Second place had like 18 something, and it dropped off pretty quick from there. So now we'll go to the championship. Championship was a little different. We still fished the same area. It was raining during the championship. I didn't film at all because of the fact it was raining, and I didn't want to have to open my GoPro up and allow rain to get in, or take a chance for rain getting inside the GoPro. So we come to the same area, started fishing here. We actually caught our limit very fast, had probably 11 pounds by 9 o'clock, and was really excited. And then basically the same thing kind of running here, but we wasn't getting bit hardly at all back in the backs of the creek. This is where the bulk of the spawn was over by May the 11th. So these fish were moving back out into these deeper. My wife actually caught our first fish right here on this point out in the center, about right in here. I was running the bank. It's flooded. I was fishing the bushes and had her fishing the outer part. She actually caught it with a whopper plopper. It was like about a 3-pounder, so it was a pretty solid fish. It was our biggest fish. But most of our fish were coming off of these outer edges, and I caught our second fish. She caught here. I caught our second fish somewhere up in here, I think. Or it was over here or something. I don't remember. We caught several fish and was caught them all day long. But most of our fish were coming on these these secondary points, the main points, and stuff like this. They were coming out here. I think I caught one fish in the back of one of these pockets. And then early in the morning, we were catching them pretty good up in the bushes. And then I actually come back, went and fished a lot, didn't really catch much, come back to this area. And I caught like 3 and cooled 2 or 3 times out in here. I caught several out in here off this secondary point out in here. I caught 3 or 4 fish. I had one pretty good right at the boat, hit it right in here. So these fish were definitely backing off. That's how they do in the spawn. They will move in. If you can follow, I hope you guys can follow my mouse here. At the early spawn, they'll be sitting out on these main points, and they'll move back into these pockets. They'll spawn in these small little coves and stuff like this. Even a little cove this small, like that one, they'll spawn in stuff like that. I really like, if you don't really know where the fish are, I like finding these little small coves like this. I don't like trying to take a massive cove. Let's just say like this one. This cove here is a pretty big cove. I don't like, if I'm not sure what the fish are doing, I don't like taking a big cove like this. I would rather take
smaller coves like this one. That I can cover water pretty quick and kind of see what the fish are doing. Are they out towards the front? Are they in the back? Are they midways? What are they at? So the beginning, the first tournament we fished, they were definitely further back in there for sure. I don't even think we caught hardly any fish. I caught the one here. Most of our fish were further back in the coves. So, they're all going to be in different stages, but that's kind of what took place there. And real quick, I'll show you the Greer's Ferry because the fish just done a number on us on Greer's Ferry, I'll tell you, because we actually whacked on the Saturday in practice. Weather changed. It was totally different. The lake was up. It was flooded. There's some bushes in here. It was really flooded up in these bushes. On practice, we come in here. All of this here was underwater. Actually, in practice, we was catching fish. There's this here, and it's kind of a field. It's a guy's yard. We were catching fish in this guy's yard, right in here, up in here. And this, we were just catching really solid largemouth bass. But then tournament day, we couldn't. We caught one largemouth keeper right back in here. And then the rest, we had Kentuckies. We couldn't catch any keeper largemouth. But that was part of it. So that's what took place in the tournaments as far as the maps, and that's where we caught the fish at.
Okay, Jacob Schmitt with HuntFishLife.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you out. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, share it, leave comments below if you have any questions, whatever. Just let me know what you think. Have a good day, and bye-bye.